Hey guys, I am not wearing a shirt today because it is like 100 degrees inside my apartment, but today we are going to be playing OP-13 Ace. This deck is ridiculous. Let's hop into a game, see who we can match up. We are playing into Green Zoro, which I think is a fantastic matchup. These are both, I would say, S to A tier decks going into OP-13 meta. This hand I have is not bad, but we're going to mulligan it to see if we can get some high rollers. Okay, we shouldn't have done that. Let's start off with a new Monkey D. Garp Searcher. Looks for a card with the cost of 3 or more, so we can grab that I Am Whitebeard event. We can end the turn. I am a little sad that we are going first. It's a lot better to go second and be on an even curve, but we can still get down that I Am Whitebeard event at 9 Dawn, which is absolutely insane, absolutely ridiculous. Guys, I think this is going to be the deck of OP-13. Huh. Okay. Let's see if we can get rid of this Hiyori. Right now, our hand is really bad. If we're at 4 Dawn, we usually like to drop a Marco. We're just going to attach everything to activate our leader ability and swing 9 into the enemy Zoro, getting his life a little bit closer to ours. In case you don't know, this ace has two different leader effects. One is I can trash a card from my hand during my opponent's attack to minus 2,000. So basically a free 2k every single turn. And then the second one is when I have a Dawn attached to my leader. If I receive damage or a character with 6,000 power or less is KO'd, I can draw a card, which you'll see is really OP with the new Marco blocker from PRBO2. He's swinging 6k into us, and our hand is Garbage. So we'll get rid of this Thatch. I accidentally activated the leader ability. That is fine. We'll just minus 2k. It was a 2k anyway, which makes me then remember I should have used the I Am Whitebeard event as a 2k. That was a little bit of a fumble on our end. I just read you the leader effect and then immediately forgot that it existed. I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. We're still going to dominate this game. Healing gets the one attack off. On Odd Curve, this is a nice play to drop the new Yamato from OP-13, draw 2 cards, and then give a Rested Dawn to my leader. I don't need to trash anything, which is absolutely freaking ridiculous. We're going to swing 7k into his leader. Our hand is fully loaded. He doesn't know that we only have 2 counters in the hand, which is terrible. He has no idea. He's a green deck. He can do nothing to manipulate our hand. He's just going to have to sit there and try to get something through, which isn't going to happen. Guys, this ace deck is ridiculous. It is the king of bluffs. It is the king of decks. And then on top of it, it is with our sexy boy, Podcast D Ace, which is freaking awesome. In case you haven't seen my username, it's Portugal DA. So obviously, I love this guy. I love this character. He is freaking awesome. Let's see what this Green Zoro does into us. While we're waiting for him to make a decision, okay, he drops the new OP-13 Law. Haven't seen this card in a minute on play. You may return 1 character to your hand, play 1 character with the cost of 5 or less from your hand rested. He gets the Cavendish down. He's going to drop the Roronoa Zoro. We are going to skip the leader ability and give him a 1k counter. Since we are a 3 life leader, we want to be very, very, very careful about not taking life early. As for this one, we're going to trash an I Am Whitebeard from our hand, minus 2k from his leader. We're going to resolve that attack. We want to stay at our 3 life as best as possible. This turn, we're at 7 Dawn. We have 2 options. We can go for this Rush Yamato to try to get rid of that Cavendish, or we can build up a blocker or maybe even a future to draw cards. I think this is a good turn to drop this Rush Yamato. So we're actually going to start off with a bluff swing with our Yamato to see if we can get rid of that Cavendish. If we get rid of that, maybe we'll change our turn. Let's see what happens. This Yamato's great because it can then again give a Dawn to our leader, which allows us to activate that leader effect when one of these characters gets KO, drawing us another card. He countered out of that, and we both have pretty thick hands. We're going to activate main. We're going to give a Rested Dawn to our leader. These are both 7k swings, so let's 7k into that Cavendish, and then we're probably going to just go 8k into the Cavendish again. We really want to get rid of that character. Being able to restand 2 Dawn every single turn is freaking ridiculous, so we want to make sure we can handle that to the best of our ability. If we can burn a 2k and a 1k, and then we just, burned obviously a lot more counters with those other swings, I think that is a huge freaking W. Even if we don't get rid of the Cavendish, we're still burning a lot of his cards. We burnt through 4 cards. He was at 7 cards, and now he is down to 3 just to keep that Cavendish alive. We have this guy under our thumb. He is going to lose this game, I'm 90% sure, but obviously if I lose, this is not even getting uploaded to YouTube, so I won't even be embarrassed by the loss. Let's see what he decides to do. Right now he is searching for a slash attribute card with that OP-12 Perona. Does he have to reveal it? Because I see he drew one, but I don't see... Okay, it did show it. He drew the Trafalgar Law, same one that's already on the board. I'm not too worried about that. He hasn't used his leader effect once this game, so obviously our opponent is not the smartest Zoro player. Playing Zoro. Okay, and he's only going to restand 1 Don, so not the smartest guy. Honestly, we could take this in order to draw a card. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it. We're going to draw a card. I'd rather keep this Yamato alive. Next turn, we're going to be higher in Dawn, and we want to stay at 3 life because we will take a life with the Iron Whitebeard event. We do want to keep this Yamato alive. This turn, I don't think we can get out of every damage. We're going to trash this Yamato for a 1k counter. This card, I think, is amazing. 10 out of 10 card, along with the PRBO2 Marcos. Those are really game-changing in this deck, and especially in the blue archetype. Neither of those cards are leader locks. So you don't have to use them for ace. Okay. Again, he is not getting out. Okay, he is going to get his leader ability. I see he dropped another Cavendish. That might have been the same Cavendish to restand those 2 Dawn. Let's see if he clips them all 3 on the leader, or if he dares to put something on this other Zoro. Okay. The guy is not the smartest. I am so happy with that. We're going to 2k counter out of that, keeping our leader effect. The reason why I 2k'd over burning one of these cards is these are all actually pretty useful. So we're going to trash the Cavendish minus 2k from his leader. You might be thinking, whoa, you're burning through a lot of cards right now. I am, but it's totally okay. Now, this is a turn where if we wanted to tax Beard, it's not the worst situation. We're at 9 Don, so we can search first. There's no tax Beard, so we're going to grab a 2k off of this one, which we can't. There's no Whitebeard Pirate 2Ks. There's actually no Whitebeard Pirates available, so this is a whiff. We're going to drop the I am a Newgate, selecting Newgate. Off of this card, we're going to take the top life, and then we're going to give 2,000 power to our leader. We're getting 2 Marco blockers, which good cards, but they're not counters, which is important. We're going to give... we're going to trash 1 card. Let's trash a Marco, give 2 Rested Dawn to 2 of our characters. We're now going to easily get rid of these 2 characters from his board, but we do need to watch out. Next turn can get a little scary. Good thing our Edward Newgate, this new OP-13 10 cost, is a blocker. We got rid of that Cavendish very easily. We're going to get rid of the Trafalgar Law. We just want to remove as many attackers from the board as possible. We are now not in the best spot. We're in a spot where if he does attack into our EBO2 Yamato, we might just need to take it in order to get that card draw from our leader effect. I don't think he has game this turn, but I know we don't have game next turn, so we are definitely getting in a tough spot. This green Zoro deck is actually pretty difficult. Let's see what else he decides to do. Okay, he is just going heavy to get rid of that Yamato. We could be a nuisance and just block, so we're going to cancel this one. Are we going to use the Izo effect? Yes, we are. We're going to draw a card and put the Marco to the bottom. Do we let this go and take a draw, or do we block with this one and just bait out other attacks into that Whitebeard? We're going to block, keeping our Yamato alive. He only has 3 Don left, so he's going to have to attach all 3 to his leader to swing into that new gate, which I actually don't think he can. I don't know if he can. Okay, costs are 7 or less, so he can swing into that new gate. Okay, he's now going the Trafalgar Law. We're going to just simply, okay. Again, I messed up. I accidentally used the leader effect when I meant to just use it as a counter. That's totally fine. That might be a little mistake that causes us to draw an extra... see, this is exactly where I didn't want to be. So if I use it as a 1K counter, now I could use the leader effect. We have to take that drawing a card. It's not horrible, but obviously that's not at all where I want it to be. And then this is where I would then be using my draw ability, right? So I kind of made a little bit of a mistake right there, losing a body on the board. Good thing we drew another I Am Whitebeard. We can play this guy for a lot cheaper, but right now I don't even know if it's necessary because I can't get another blocker. I don't have an Uta. This might be a loss for us, guys. So we could Jozu and Marco, getting a blocker that will draw us some cards, which is great for counter. And then we could remove one of his attacking bodies from the board. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to return Garb to our hand. And then we are going to return 5 and 6 swing isn't too crazy. But on play, he can get another body down. It's not the worst because it does come rested. None of these are rush. This will set to Dawn as active. Let's get the Law back to hand. And then we are going to get a Marco down. Unfortunately, we won't have leader effect. We do also need to keep this Edward Newgate up, stood. Let's go into that next turn. Yeah, that last turn accidentally using the leader effect when I meant to counter out, which is at the fault of the application. It's my fault, but it's unfortunate. Need to pay attention to that. Let's see what else we can get done. Honestly, he could just put heavy Dawn on all of these and probably win the game. Usually with 1 Dawn, this Marco would get to draw me 3 cards, which is ridiculous, but since we don't have a Dawn attached to our leader, that's not going to happen. The Kawina is down. He's going to rest our Marco. Which is unfortunate, but he still might attack into it with the leader just to get the bump. I'll draw an extra 2 cards, which I'm... Okay, he rests Jozu. Jozu Janides. Which is unfortunate. Watashi wa Nihongo ga amari jouzu janai desu. Nihongo o benkyou shitaimasu. Let's see. 9,000 into Jozu. Do we keep it alive? We do want all the extra swings we can take. Yeah, we're going to leader ability. We're going to trash this, minus this. Unfortunately, it's just for the battle, not for the turn. We're going to no blocker, and then we're going to give a 1K counter. We are giving the impression that our board is totally fine. We're not worried about it. 6 to leader, honestly, we're going to no blocker, and we're just going to 1K counter. I could block with the Marco, which I'll probably do here. I'm actually going to take it because I want the ability to possibly draw into Gold Roger and force him to not be able to use this blocker. It's his only blocker, and we know 3 of these cards aren't good counter. Otherwise, he would have kept his other cards alive. 9K to leader, obviously an easy block with the Edward Newgate. Again, maybe we should have done the Marco. Yeah. The question is, can we get out of this turn? Let's deploy this one. There it is. Let's trash Red Rock, which I did not even know I ran in this deck. We're giving 2 Dawn to our leader and 2 to Jozu. Let's attack into this Tashigi. got rid of it. And then, honestly, we might just not attack to not give him more options in his hand. But we should. We should. We need to get him to 1 life. This becomes a blocker. But next turn, if we can drop this Gold Roger, it is GG's. I know in his deck he runs a card that allows him to rest 2. So right now we have 3 blockers, so I still feel somewhat safe. And I can obviously draw so many cards. If he rests 2, he would probably go Newgate, right? Okay, he goes Marco Newgate, which means we don't get to draw our 2 cards. If he kills any of our characters, we're going to activate that leader ability and draw a card. We need to be so careful about our 10 cost Newgate. We cannot just burn him and then he attaches all of his Dawn to someone else. We need to play ridiculously safe. We're going to give him a 1k counter. We might need to discard the Gold Roger, which would just be so unfortunate. Let's give him no blocker and a 2k counter. Okay. I think this is the end for us. If I block, then he goes obviously 9 into face. So I need to minus the 2, which is extremely unfortunate. He's going 6. We have to block this. I wish I could block with this Marco to draw a card, and he's purposefully attacking light, so we can't do anything about that. We don't get to activate the leader effect. He's going to put on 2 Dawn, and it's GG. Yeah. Wow. What's crazy is my misplay where I accidentally clicked might have changed the outcome of this game. I think it would have. And then last turn, if I decided to block with Marco to get those extra 2 draws, I would have had the Gold Roger. I think I could have pushed through because in his hand he had 4k counter. Yeah, I don't think he would have been able to get out of that 7k of counter. Well, I'm still going to upload this one. I think that was a good game where I would have won if I didn't make 2 simple little mistakes. That is the power of Ace. It's a very strong deck. I'd recommend checking it out. Thanks for watching.